Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on, let's see, it's Wednesday. It's September the 4th, the year 2019. Let's talk trading, proprietary. Yeah, this video is coming late. Some of you know I'm involved in the union. We're in bargaining. We pulled a 24-hour. We hit the bargaining table 10 a.m. We didn't leave till 10 a.m. Yesterday. We didn't leave until 10 a.m. this morning, and I'm running on no sleep for about almost 36 hours. So I'm definitely a little rumpled here. But I still want to get a video out. Proprietary. Oh, I bet I got your attention, didn't I? I mean, the proprietary indicator, proprietary formula, proprietary this, proprietary that. That's one of the ways they sucker you in. Oh, I got one of those emails just the other day or some video, and they talked about this proprietary. And every time I hear that, I just laugh. How about if I have a proprietary horizontal line? Now, how's that for a laugh? I mean, really? These guys think, these proprietary pivot formulas. Hey, pivot, high, plus low, plus close, divided by 3. I mean, these guys try to improve these things, but do they ever show you statistics, a frequency distribution that show why there is better? Of course not, because it's all a bunch of baloney as far as I'm concerned. But remember, fellow traders, your results may be different from mine. So these videos are for educational purposes only. And, if you really want advice, because Forex trading, any trading is speculation and it's very, very risky, you should get your advice from a accredited financial professional rather than some guy on YouTube, right? So, that being said, hey, if these proprietary indicators work and they work for you, go for it. But I just want you to beware. And smart money says if you see the word proprietary in an advertisement or video or something, go running for the hills, unless it's mine, because, I'm basically just exposing this proprietary label for what it is. It's just another little shiny object to get your attention. So hopefully you will part with some of your hard-earned cash and put it in their pocket. That's all they want you to do. And you know what? And see, that's part of managing your own money. We talk about risk and money management and trades, but what about in life? You got to do the same thing. You got to manage your money. Don't risk it. All these guys, it's so funny because, they're great at copywriting. Maybe I'll do a video just on copywriting, so I won't get into it, but they're really good at it. They know how to push your buttons, catch your attention, push your buttons, and separate you from your money. And see, they do it all over and over and over again. Their method is great. They know how to execute and perform like masters, when it comes to that copywriting and that marketing. So, as I said, money and risk management, important in life, important in trading. Definitely important in trading. So only risk so much what you're willing to lose on any particular trade. Now, I've got the Euro AUD back up. Why not? Okay, for the people tuning in, the weekly gaps have filled. It's Wednesday, so you missed that trade if you didn't get on it. Weekly EURUSD. Remember, I said we should short this based on the swap. And I don't know, did we get lucky? I mean, right here, you see it failed to make a new high. It crossed below this high. That was one place to get short. Coming out of these wick zone was another place to get short. Coming across the weekly open was a place to get short. This is all last week, and it just continued. Right here through the previous week's wick zone, another place to get short, you'd be up 136 pips on that trade right now. I mean, it's so simple, just a horizontal line. Oh, no, this is a proprietary horizontal line, the previous week's low. That's my Do you see how ridiculous this stuff can get? I mean, come on. You know, that's like if I make a new formula, let's see, high plus low plus close plus open plus midpoint divided by 5. That's my proprietary formula. So you can't use it because I just said it was proprietary. I mean, really, come on, give me a break. Buy zone, once again, really simple. We have the pivot point was here below the open, below the short zone, but close to it. So we would take the short bias, but we did have a previous day's pivot was missed. But we're looking at the current day's pivot here, which we would have shorted probably right there. You see, it had a little retrace, but then right here, if you got in, there was a nice short. But actually, since I am past my time, this is actually Thursday's buy zone, because see, Wednesdays would be back here. But we can revisit this tomorrow just to see. But once again, it already took out the pivot. So if you fade the pivot from the open to the pivot point, right there, it worked out. Of course, it doesn't always have to hit the pivot for you to be profitable. And as you can see, since the day is only what, little 7 hours, we don't really have the range. We're still trading. Let's see, has London started yet? Nope, London hasn't started yet. We're still in the Asian markets right now, so not much range happening. I turned this portfolio on, or loaded it up a little while ago. You can see here. Okay, is this, no, this doesn't have the right spread for the Euro AUD. I'll tell you what, let me switch. Let's just switch to the Euro. Haven't looked at the Euro. I haven't traded Euro USD in a very long time. So what do we have here? Went through the previous week's lower wick zone and came back up and out. Nice movement there. You see the pivot. We haven't even hit the buy zone there. Short zone triggered right here. So still looking to close that pivot. On the daily, we just barely broke through the previous day's high, which means this won't be an inside bar candle today. Oh, maybe this is the right one. This is 5 pips. So this is more of a buy zone than Einstein line. Einstein lines, I usually like to use about 1.5 to 2 times the spread, because you don't want it less than the spread, because otherwise it's just kind of churning. So if you do about 2 times the spread, what that means is that price has covered the spread, and then it's continued on. So that's why I look for about 1.5 to 2, somewhere in there. Okay, here we go. On the price action, notice you can use your eyeballs. You can see that the Euro USD doesn't have many bars that span at least 2 lines. You see, there's a lot. So the open between 2 lines and an exit or cross doesn't really happen that much with the Euro US dollar, because of the frequency distribution of the range, which is the high minus the low. Speaking of range, we've got 113 on the week, and on the day only 15. And you can see here where the targets are. So we always look at the ATR, the min and the max. ATR, half of it from the open, seeing if price will hit those ATRs. I know earlier in the day, what was it? I think it was dollar Canadian, because I jumped in because the dollar Canadian tanked. In fact, why don't I just bring up that chart? Keep hitting the wrong one there. It tanked yesterday. You can see it's still tanking, but right around here, I jumped in because there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. But then I took my profit off the table because it was near the end of the day, and I had, like I said, I haven't had much sleep, but I just couldn't pass up that trade. And you can see here, since we switched pairs a couple times, the Einstein line. Yeah, this is set for EURUSD. And on the CAD, once again, using eyeballs, you can see that's a sometimey thing, but 3 ball at the bottom. Look for green at the line to go long. And you can see there's not much movement here, only 16 pips. Nothing to write home about. And looking at the NFP trades, which, fellow traders, Friday is NFP day. So get ready for some nice volatility. Let's hope, let's hope. But the previous day's high, open, mid, close, and low, those are the lines where we're looking to buy and sell on NFP or FOMC on those days. And you can see here the previous day is shaded. The candles are shaded. And we don't even have a rat zone here. Let's switch over to, what was it, the Euro AUD. There you go. Nice rat zone. I should probably change this to red. Was that? Okay, red rat zone. Let's go like that. Green rat zone. Let's just go. Let's just use red and green. Nothing. Yeah, much easier to see. But we talked about the frequency distribution here. Here's high minus low. But we were talking about the range, which is high minus low. Duh. Told you, no sleep in over 36 hours. So, getting a little punchy here. Okay, what do we have here? H1, last 120 bars, greater than 10 pips on the euro 85% of the time. But look what happens when we look at the euro. Greater than 10, only 34% of the time. So you see, that's how you can use these tools to pick which pairs to trade on which method. You see, that's something I learned. We create these tools and then we try to use them on every pair. No, it's just like in stocks. Some stocks are buy zone stocks. Some stocks are run for us run stocks. Just like here. Some pairs are buy zone pairs. Okay? And they work better than others. Some pairs are rat zone pairs because they work better than others. So let's see. Let's look at the pound dollar. Okay, greater than 10, 73% of the time, H1 over the past week. That's how you analyze these bars and their movement, and that's how you can exploit these simple trades using horizontal lines. Because, fellow traders, I just want you to remember, never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button somewhere down here, click subscribe, click the bell, and I'll see you tomorrow.